I love you back. Thank you. Thank you all. Thank you all for being here tonight. Thank you, Garland County, for a big victory tonight, and thank you. Thank you to all the voters across the 4th District, across South and West Arkansas, for helping us win this primary tonight. I just had calls from both Beth Ann Rankin and John Cowart. They conceded the race and were very gracious, so that they would support me in the general election to ensure that we elect a strong conservative leader from here, right here in the 4th District. So I want to thank them. I want to thank Beth Ann and John for running a strong competitive race, and look forward to working with them going forward. There's a lot of people I want to thank tonight. Starting out, I want to thank Doug Coots, my Army buddy, and Doug is my Army buddy and campaign manager. And I asked him 8 months ago to help me, and he quit his job and took over that role and worked for free, and he's been worth every penny ever since. But now Doug's help has been priceless. We couldn't be here without him. I want to thank Michael Lamoureux, my childhood friend, who can verify what Coach Tipton said in my ads, that I couldn't shoot a lick. He can also verify that I couldn't even dribble with my left hand, because even as a young child I never went to the left. I want to thank John Burrs, who's been our great master of ceremonies tonight, and really over the last 2 or 3 months has helped us put together projects large or small, and we couldn't be here without him. Someone who couldn't be here with us tonight, I want to thank, is Jay Dickey. Jay Dickey is the only Republican congressman in modern times from the 4th District. Very early on, when no one knew me and not many people thought I had a chance, Jay got behind me, and I'm very grateful for Jay and his friendship and his advice throughout this campaign. Finally, there are 3 people in particular I want to thank, not just for what they've done in the campaign, but for what they've done in my life. My parents and my sister. Sarah is my reluctant treasurer. I think the best day on the campaign for her was when I found an assistant treasurer. My dad has worked hard to put up yard signs all across the 4th District, and to call me and tell me every time he puts a sign up exactly where he put it. My mom volunteered for the job. Actually, she created the job of trolling every internet site, including the blog comments, to find every negative thing that was written about me, and to call and to tell me. So I'm grateful for their help, not only in the campaign, but their love and support throughout my life, because I couldn't be here tonight without them. But you know that there's too many people to thank by name. So many of you here tonight have worked so hard to put up signs, to make phone calls, to work the polls. We couldn't be here if it wasn't for you. People ask, how do I campaign across 33 counties? Well, the answer is you can only do it with a lot of help. And you're the one who's given me the help I needed to win tonight. You know, when I started the race, I was at 3% in the polls. I was down by 37%. Tonight, I think we won by over 15%, so that's a more than 50-point turnaround. And I couldn't have done it without you. Also, we've had more than 30,000 votes cast already. They're still counting ballots in this primary. And I think that shows the energy and excitement and enthusiasm to elect a conservative leader from the 4th District of Arkansas. And finally, I also want to thank the voters of South Arkansas and West Arkansas for having the confidence in me to make me your Republican nominee. There's also one final group that I want to thank, and I want to thank them not just for myself, but on all of your behalf. I want to thank our troops. Our troops are serving overseas tonight to defend our freedom, to cast ballots like we did today, to choose our elected representatives. Without them, we wouldn't have any of our freedoms. It's that commitment to freedom that will be my passion as your next congressman. I love our country. I love it in the way Abraham Lincoln said he loved it, the way all of you love it. I love it partly because it's our own country. I love it mostly because it's a free country. Freedom-loving people all around the world aspire to be Americans. And on 9/11, we were attacked not for anything we had done in the world. We were attacked for who we are. We are freedom's home, and we are freedom's defender. That attack's what motivated me to leave my law practice to join the Army, not as a lawyer, but as an infantry officer and an Army Ranger, because I wanted to go fight for our freedoms in Iraq first and then in Afghanistan. Between those two combat tours, I served at Arlington National Cemetery, where I had the solemn honor of laying to rest fallen soldiers who had paid the ultimate price for our freedom. I know how precious our freedom is, and I will be an unwavering defender of our freedom as your next congressman. Now, I know we have a lot of challenges, but there's no challenge that we have that we can't overcome by having faith in our founding principles. You know, Barack Obama, on the eve of his election 4 years ago, said that we are just days away from fundamentally transforming America. America doesn't need to be fundamentally transformed. We need to have faith in our founding principles that made us great and prosperous for 236 years. Limited and constitutional government, individual liberty, the free enterprise system, personal responsibility. If we have faith in those principles, our future will be as bright as our past has been. We'll have the courage to confront the reckless deficit spending of both parties that's created a debt crisis that threatens not just our freedom, but more importantly, the freedom of our children and our grandchildren. We'll be able to build a new tax code with lower and simpler rates that works for every American, that promotes the free enterprise system, and that gives you the freedom to keep the fruits of your own labor and spend them as you see fit. We will repeal Obamacare, the greatest threat to our freedom to come from Congress in recent memory, our economic freedom, our religious freedom, our natural right to live under the rule of law, not the whim of man. And we will rebuild our military to make sure that America remains the greatest force for freedom the world has ever known. Those are the stakes in the election this year. They're the stakes in this election. They're the stakes all the way to the White House. We face a choice between two paths. One is the path of President Obama, a path that is foreshadowed in Greece today, a path of statism, decline, and eclipse. The other path is the path of our founding fathers, the path that is illuminated by the Declaration and the Constitution, the path of prosperity and freedom, of American greatness and exceptionalism. Tonight, you have chosen the second path, the path of freedom. Tomorrow, we start the work anew to ensure that in November, America chooses the path of freedom. But tonight, for the moment, we can pause and we can celebrate and we can enjoy this victory because it's your victory. Now, let's celebrate. Everybody, have fun. It's a party.
Tonight's gonna be a good night. That's tonight's gonna